Hi there!
Hi there, I'm Brianne Hovanak.
Brianne, nice to meet you. My name is Jordan Coghill, and I'm the Executive Director of Prairie Lily Early Learning Center. And today, the interview being conducted is to find the most suitable candidate for our preschool educator that teaches kids between the ages of 4.5 and 5.5.
Perfect.
Do you need anything before we get started?
No, I'm good to go.
Good to go? Okay, perfect. So our first question, tell me why you think you would be a great fit for this position.
Well, I feel like I'd be a great fit for this position because of my experience in an early learning environment. I did spend close to 2 years in Swift Current working as a preschool educator and as a toddler educator. And I also feel like my beliefs and my morals really line up with the curriculum that you guys use at Prairie Lily Early Learning Center, which is the play and exploration curriculum.
Great. So Brianne, what would you say is one of your strengths?
I would say that one of my strengths is my patience. I'm really patient with children and adults. I understand that everyone's learning and yeah.
Okay, and on the other side of that, what would you say is one of your weaknesses?
One of my weaknesses is that I'm kind of shy. I'm a little bit introverted. So coming into new situations is an adjustment and a transition for myself. But it is something that I'm working on and working really hard to overcome.
Okay, great. I see that you're formally practiced as a paramedic. Now, why did you decide on a career change?
I found that working as a paramedic, the boundaries between home life and work life really crossed over. So when I worked as a paramedic, I worked 4 days on, 4 days off. And on those 4 days on, I worked on call the entire time. So it was really hard to come home and know that I was staying home or come home and commit to things with family and friends. So I ended up making the switch to early childhood education just because I'd always been interested in early childhood education, and I found that it's a better fit with my lifestyle.
How do you handle conflict in the workplace, like with coworkers?
I think the best thing that anyone can do, and I hold myself to this standard as well, is just talking about it and figuring it out. Letting it simmer and boiling up inside and exploding it's not healthy for anyone. So I'm really a firm believer in that if you're upset, I want you to talk to me, and if I'm upset, I hope you listen to me when I talk to you about my feelings.
All right, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I really hope to be in a management position in an early childhood education facility. And my other goal is to have my level 3 ECE as well as my early childhood management course.
Why don't you tell me about your biggest achievement as an early childhood educator?
As early childhood educators, you're led into moments in children's lives that not many people get to be a part of, and you get to see them at some of their hardest times and at their biggest successes. And one of those moments for me was there was a child who, if he was upset in a situation, if a toy got taken away by a friend, or someone spoke to him in a way that he didn't appreciate, or if he got hurt, his first resort was just to scream. He just belted out. And it got to the point where other teachers were frustrated and parents weren't sure what to do. And I sat down with this boy and we talked about it. And I said, do you know it's really hard for us to understand that if these are hurt tears that you got hurt, or if these are upset tears and that you're upset at something that's happened. So sure enough, the next time that something had gone on, the first thing he said to me when I came over to him, he said, these are hurt tears right now, these are hurt tears. And just being able to help a child make that connection of, what can I do to make the best of the situation? So it may not be the biggest thing that's ever happened in my career, but it's something that really sticks out.
That's really great, Brianne.
Thank you.
Next question would be, why did you leave your most current job?
So I was living in Swift Current with my partner, and he got transferred to Regina for work, so I'm bringing my stuff and coming along with him and just finding work in Regina.
Great. Now, what is your leadership style?
I would say that I'm a very democratic leader. I like to hear everyone's input. I don't think that decisions should be based solely off one perspective. I understand in the end there needs to be a decision that's made, but I really take value in hearing everyone's opinions and thoughts thoughts, and I really try to make sure that everyone's satisfied with the decision going forward. And yeah.
Okay, and what is your availability?
I'm available 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, and 8 hours a day.
Excellent.
I'm available for all the hours that your center is open.
Now, when would you be able to start this job, Brianne?
Immediately.
Immediately?
Mm-hmm.
Would be, are you comfortable training new ECEs, and how would you go about this?
I was very fortunate in Swift Current that I was given a lot of leadership positions and was able to train new ECs entering into the facility or their first time in the field after getting their diploma. And one thing I was always made sure is that I was always available to answer their questions, guide them through scenarios with the children, and just be available to them at all times.
Okay, great. Okay, and what is your teaching style?
I really like to do child-directed activities, so I provide lots of open-ended materials, and I follow the lead of the children. So if they're interested in trucks, you best believe that we're learning about every truck out there, every model they have, where trucks go, what they do, who's in them. I really let them take the lead, and I'm just there behind them, providing the activities for them to do.
Great. Now, are you open to professional development, and what is your plan?
I'd love to do some more professional development. I think every educator needs to do that, especially in the ever-changing world of early childhood education. And my plan for my professional development is to continue taking 3 classes per semester until I achieve my level 3 ECE.
That sounds great.
Thank you.
And now, how do you handle unhappy parents?
Okay. I'm a very empathetic person, and I understand that people's feelings are valid. So if the parent's unhappy, they're unhappy for a reason, regardless of what that reason is. So I handle it the same way that I actually handle conflict. I like talking it through with the parent, child too if necessary, and if it needs to get to talking with the parents and the directors or the board of directors of the facility, I'm okay with that too. I think open communication between home and center or home and school is vital for our children to thrive in an early learning environment.
Great. Now, what are your salary expectations?
I guess my salary expectations I'd need a little bit more information about your guys' benefits, what you have to offer for your employees. Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to maintain confidentiality?
Yes, so I do have a lot of experience with confidentiality working as a paramedic in the past. So yeah, I'm very confident with my ability to maintain confidentiality.
Good. Now, what is your ideal age group to work with and why?
I love working with every age group from infant to even school-age children. If I had my pick of the litter though, it would be preschoolers to pre-kindergarten age, so that 4.5 to 5.5 age.
Great. Our last 2 questions are both scenario questions, and the first one will be, you witness a coworker engaging in an act that is illegal or unethical while at work. How do you handle this situation?
Okay. Well, the first thing I would do is, as a bystander, I would intervene, especially if someone's in danger or is unsafe. So I would intervene, and then I would also speak with management following the incident to make sure that it does get addressed and that an incident like that does not occur again.
2 4-year-old children are yelling at each other over a toy. How would you handle this conflict between the 2 children?
I would get down onto their level and I would talk to them through the conflict, and I'd want them to know that their feelings are valid. It's okay to be upset that someone's taken your toy, and it's okay to be upset that we only have 1 toy and that we have to take turns. So yeah, I would talk to them through it and I'd come to a solution or a compromise between the 2 children.
Great. So those are all my questions for now. Did you have any questions on your end for myself?
Yes, I have 10 questions for you. Do you think I'm a suitable fit for this position?
Of course, I do believe that you are a good fit for our team based on your experience and the way you handle yourself at work.
Perfect. And what is your favorite thing about your job?
Well, I'm sure just like you, I like coming to the center where all the kids are happy to see you, everybody's giving each other hugs and whatnot, and so it's a very friendly environment, so that's what I look forward to every day.
How many licensed childcare spaces do you have at this facility?
At this facility, we have 30 spaces.
Okay. What is your staff turnaround like?
So the 2 other teachers that you're going to be sharing a space with, one has been around for 8 years and the other has been around for 2 years.
That's so awesome. Do you offer reimbursement for continuing education?
Yes, we do offer reimbursement for the continued education. We offer a reimbursement for 1 class per semester.
What opportunities for advancement are there with this organization?
So our organization is always growing. We actually just opened up another center, but for this specific center, whenever managerial positions are open, we do like to hire within instead of outside of the organization. So that'll be where people fit in appropriately.
So does your organization follow any other curriculum plan, or do you guys strictly follow the Play and Exploration curriculum guide?
We do like following the Play and Exploration curriculum guide, but we are open to other curriculums.
Fabulous. How many other teachers would I be sharing a teaching space with?
As mentioned earlier, you'll be sharing the space with 2 other teachers.
My final question is, what would you expect from the early childhood educator who accepts this position?
Well, we would expect that they would have experience in an early learning setting, be familiar with the play and exploration, as well as an in-depth understanding of child development.
Perfect. Well, that answers all my questions. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with me.
Excellent. Thank you for coming in, Brianne.
And I look forward to hearing from you by the end of this week.
Excellent.
Thank you.